present moment is one of the key things we must learn in order to be kind of one with the universe. The present moment is neither here nor there. As soon as the present moment happens, it's gone, right? It's gone, and you can't get it back. And what most of us think, we think from an ego perspective. So when things come at us, as soon as they hit, they get filtered through the ego first, and then we respond. But when you understand the present moment in its totality, you understand that life just is. This is what it is. It is what it is, right? This is a godly perspective because in God's realm, in the fourth dimension, there is no time, right? So when you think of the present moment, it's really just in eternal now, right? But what they want us to think is that when this happens here, that we're thinking ahead over here for a desired outcome. We're going to call this a desired outcome. Right? This is where we like to think, and this we're going to call this the now. But it's key to remember that the now is always happening. It's always one. So these 2 points are actually the same exact thing, right? So you must understand that in order to get this right here, you have to do it in the now. So you can't, but as soon as you think of, okay, I'm gonna do this for said desired income, you now are thinking through the ego instead of thinking through the subconscious and your natural ability, because that's where you want to be. You want to just be reacting to as the now hits you, as it comes to you, right? And honestly, the best way to get to that point is to realize and catch yourself in real time when you're thinking ahead and you're thinking too much, right? The goal is to take no thought, right? This is a biblical principle. This is said everywhere. Any spiritual book, anything you're going to find that is talking about present moments, you realize that the now is eternal, and that when you take no thought, the best things are going to happen, right? Because you're now moving on intuition, using the one who lives within, right? All of us have it, but none of us, not many of us are tapped into it, right? And the best way to tap into it is to know what it is, right? And the best way to describe it, the one who lives within, is that soft voice, right? The soft voice in the back of your head that's telling you, it's like a whisper in a sense, right? You're gonna have your distractions and temptations, and those are gonna be very loud voices, and it's like, it seems like the cardinal thing to do is the fleshly mind. Your fleshly body wants to do said thing, right? Like, all right, let's say you got a cookie on the table and you got a carrot on the table. It's much like a marshmallow test. Which one are you gonna pick, right? And most of us, we're gonna want to pick the cookie, right? And that's where you listen to the one who lives within, because the one who lives within knows the carrot is better for you. The carrot has what you need, and your body knows this. But it's your mind, your ego, that's gonna tell you to pick the cookie, right? So we need to be thinking within the now, which means we need to be thinking using spirit, right? Spirit, right? The spirit. The best way to put it is that you have to realize that if this is a human body, right? Let's draw that real quick. That's a better explanation. Sorry. Right? If we have a human body, right? And you've probably seen this in movies, right? You have a human body. Let's give my guy some arms. Alright. Cool. Let's give him a smiley face too. Alright. The spirit, the best way to put it is that the spirit lives within here. This is a chakra area, right there in your belly button, in the center, at your core, right? So that's where sayings like trust your gut come into play. This is infinite knowledge, right? When you're thinking in the now, right? You're thinking in the now and thinking about something over here. You immediately are putting energy to this time point instead of this time point, right? And when you put energy to this point, this will happen inevitably, but there's infinite possibilities, right? So when you're operating in the now, you can take in the now and take it as a moment to listen, receive, and go. Time spent fixating on this point right here is time wasted because these things are out of your control, right? You have to kind of operate more in the sense that you don't want it, but you already have it. Everything is with you already. Because when you do that, you now are in need of nothing. You want nothing. So you're focusing on whatever is coming to you and all things that are in your control. And when you do that, you now can control what this might be. But in order to control what that might be, you have to do it now. You understand what I'm saying? And the highest intelligence that we have is right here. The spirit is located in the core, right? This right here, the mind. First, there's a misconception that the mind and the body are two separate things. No. All of this is related. This is what I'm saying. Like, everything is related that you see on earth. It's all related because it was all made by God, and everything that was made by God, all materials you see, if you're seeing a phone, that is literally God. If you're seeing everything, we can't have any of this without God's creations, right? So your mind and your body are one, right? Everything from your hands to your feet, all this, they want you to think that these are separate parts of the body. Like, they want to break you down and make you think in a more linear fashion, right? But when you realize that all these things make the vehicle, they make the vessel, right? But the mind, it has a specific function that the mind is good for. The mind is good for solving problems, taking information, sorting it, and just doing what it does, you know what I mean? But the spirit, it operates, that's your intuition, right? So when you see kids, you're gonna see them operating from that sense of just gut feelings, right? Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen like children like falling around and tumbling and like just they can't walk yet all the way, but somehow they be tripping and falling and stumbling, but they be avoiding certain obstacles, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, damn, how'd you not hit your head right there, right? And the thing that's kind of moving them from hitting their head and when they stumble, that is the spirit. The spirit knows where it is, man. It knows. And it's an infinite source of, I don't know what the word would be. It's an infinite source of, I don't want to say consciousness, but it's an infinite source that we can all tap into. Stop thinking from here, because the overthinking and questioning everything, questioning's good. When you're overthinking it, it's now becoming cancerous to you, because now you're not doing anything. You're just wasting too much energy on future outcome or how it might look, or regardless, like, you just need to forget all that and just do what the gut and what the mind and what the, not the mind, do what the spirit is telling you. Listen to the spirit. The spirit is who's gonna guide you through. It's never led you astray. And don't act like it has. The spirit has never led you astray, and you know it. So just listen to it. It's hard to listen sometimes, I know, I get it. We've all been there. But you have to realize what's at stake, right? Your whole life is in front of you, but your whole life is happening in the now. As soon as you remove yourself from that moment, you are now not present. You know what I mean? as soon as you start thinking about future outcomes and what might happen, or I should do this so I can get this here, like delayed gratification, right? You're now sacrificing what is actually happening all around you, right? So you have to tap in and just be present. And like I said, take no thought. Take no thought and let your spirit guide you. And everything will be okay. It's as simple as that. Because when you're operating at this frequency, the universe will align itself for you, right? And you're able to pick up on these signals and see it in real time. You're not thinking it from an egotistical perspective of, okay, this is going to give me this is going to give me that. No, you just see things in real time. And maybe you asked for something a few days ago, right? Or maybe you asked for something that day, like, and you have to ask these type of questions. You have to believe it. That's the real key. You can't just play this fake spiritual person that wants to believe it when it's handy for you, when it's like a lamp and a genie. You can't do it like that. You have to believe it, and it will come to you. This is a biblical principle, right? All those who ask for wisdom and understanding, if they truly believe, they will receive it instantly, right? This is that higher power that we have to strive to, right? We're three-dimensional beings. We're not on a level that we can, like, this is fairy art. This is like a godlike thing right here, to think in the now, the total present, but it's achievable. It's achievable, or at least it's good to strive to. I'm not sure. I mean, who am I? You guys should take all this with a grain of salt, but these are things that I definitely know that are helpful, and things that can kind of dumb you down and kill the ego, and not dumb you down, but help you zoom out and see it from a different lens. And that's what we kind of forget at times. We're thinking of things like just thinking of the next thing. What's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? And we're not thinking about what's happening right now. And that's where they get you, because that's when you are wasting the opportunities you do have to act on and operate on, right? And you have to realize it's out of your control to begin with. It's already done. It's a finished picture in the next dimension, right? Time is not real. Time is all an eternal now, all right? There's a saying in the samurai way that one must realize that one's life is just a perpetual one moment after the other. And when you realize this and truly understand the present moment in its totality, you understand that there's nothing to pursue. That's where they want you to get tripped up on. They want you to think in a certain way. They want you to think you're in the matrix. They want you to think that you're in the rat race when you're really not. And there is no competition. It's just you. And once you realize that it's just you, you just do what is best for you. And the person that tells you what's best for you is you. And he lives within it. Like, knowledge not shared is wasted knowledge, right? So, and it becomes poison to the user at a certain time. Like, I've been holding on to all these things, and I just haven't shared it with everybody. But it's like, because I've always been operating from an ego perspective, at least, not always, but like when I was tampering with these ideas and like thinking about, oh, I should start sharing these with people, I share it with people that are close to me, I guess, and people that need to hear it the most. But I was like, all right, who am I? What qualifies me to talk about these types of things? Honestly, who am I not? We're all spiritual beings. We have infinite power and creativity right here, right? So who am I not to do these things, right? I always had this thing that the teachers always judge more harshly, but I judge myself very harshly, and it stems from biblical principles and spiritual. Not like when I say Bible, I mean like all these principles are always the same. Like God tells it in as many ways as we need to hear it for the same message to get through. I digress. But we have to realize that the only way you can really accept the blessings that are all around you is to realize that everything is going to be happening for you at every moment. You're always going to be safe. Whether you think it's a dark day, is it dark days and sunny days, they're all the same. They're both imposters. Rudyard Kipling's If goes like this. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you and make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being hated, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise, right? If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with both triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you spoken twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them with worn out tools, if you can take a heap of all your earnings and bet them all on one turn and pitch and toss and lose, and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word of your loss. If you can force your heart, nerve, and sinew to serve your turn so long after that you're gone, so when there is nothing left in you except for the will which will then say to hold on. If you can walk with crowds and keep your virtue, if you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, if you can walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute worth of 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything's in it, and more importantly, you will be a man. I like this last line. I do the last line like this. You will be a man, and your blessings will be more abundant than the light of the sun. Right? Listen to those words, eternalize them, and really think on them. And when you know these words, they become a North Star in your life, right? And all these words and all these principles in that poem, they all are cross-referenced in scripture, right? And they're all backed by biblical sayings, right? You just can't overcomplicate it, you know? Just don't overcomplicate it. Life is simple. It's so simple. This is Josiah Rivers. This was an education. Thank you.